What's going on? What's going on, good people?
What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing this evening, morning, whenever you watching?
Yes, sir.
I am Lamar. It's my brother, Casey Fowler. This is the Fowl Language
Sammy.
Podcast. We are husbands, brothers, fathers, living in this crazy. I swear by the day, it gets crazier.
You had a crazy every episode.
I think I'm going to have to, and I think I'm going to keep asking. By episode 100, the whole episode just going to be me saying crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
Crazy
yeah.
world.
And like always, you might just hear some foul language. So go ahead and get the kiddies to bed, get your accessories lit and poured. Let's get it, man.
You got that right. Roll the intro.
Perfect.
All right, everybody. It is time for what some people are waiting for, what some people don't care about, the cigar check-in. I'm
Yes,
excited.
sir.
So, what are you smoking tonight? What are you drinking? No, what you're not drinking.
All right, as I hold that there, I got this Dallas Leaf cigars. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a black-owned cigar company, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And it's called a Kua Fuma, Quinn Fuma, I think it's called. It's pretty good. It's the really long, skinny ones.
It's a Lancero.
Yep, Land fucking Zero. But it's smoking really good, man. The draw is amazing, man. I love the draw of this guy right here. It's not overpowering, nothing like that. Not the real peppery taste that I really don't care for. And just for my drink, man, my usual Crown, because they had a goddamn tin cup. They took the damn tin cup off the. Hold on, wait a minute. They took the goddamn tin cup off of the damn shelves at the store where I go get the damn tin cup from. And I wanted the damn tin cup. That shit's fucking amazing. That tastes like fucking water. And I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find that tin cup, bro. All right, I'm good.
Tell them why you mad, bro.
So how about you, man? I see that fancy ass bottle back there, man. That's some goddamn some Tony Montana. I don't drink out of that bottle type shit back there. What you got going on?
I usually like to do the cigars first, but this time, since you asked about it, I'll do the whiskey. So I've got this Willet bourbon. I've always seen the bottle in the liquor store, and I was like, "Oh, that's a fancy bottle."
Mm-hmm.
And it was actually gonna be what I got for the last episode, but then I turned around.
He had to grab that nickel,
and you know what I had to do. So I was gonna get the real big bottle of it, but I put it back because I was like, I don't even know if I'm gonna like it. So let's try this one first. But so far so good. And tonight for me, I'm hollering at bow tie cigars.
All right.
This is the Couture white label. Pretty good.
That's a torpedo, right?
You can call it that. Flavor's pretty good. The construction is pretty good. The draw's a little tight, but I think it'll open up. And full disclosure, this was not my first choice for the night.
Yeah.
I was gonna do the platinum label, but also by Bowtie, but it was it wouldn't stay lit, so I was fighting with it a little bit. So I'm gonna reach out to him and see if I'm doing something wrong or something. See if there's something I need to know. Because I mean, he's been pretty good and stuff, so we'll check it out. But so far, I'm enjoying this one. Even if the platinum label doesn't work out for me, from what I'm feeling so far, I like this one. So
okay, that's what's up.
So as always, check back in later on in the night. We'll let you know how things are going.
Yeah.
And yeah. So now it's time to recap what's been good for the week. So, my brother, what is best in life?
Oh man, I know I'm still a little bit of your thunder on this one, man.
You are. I already know what you're gonna
say. But let me start with my fiance. I was gonna say my youngest son. No, not my youngest son. He in the lower age bracket. I got brackets. That's how you know I got too many kids. But he got invited and accepted into the Beta Club, which he can be in the Beta Club from 5th grade all the way until he graduated high school, and they could give him up to like $300,000 in tuition and some shit like that. So
Mm-hmm.
that's definitely what's best in life. Cause
Yeah, man. That was cool. I was excited when I saw that
yeah,
for him.
yeah, hell yeah, man. Shoot, what else, man? The video was very very funny, man. Like that's definitely what's best in life. We some fools, man.
Oh,
Episode
you talking about
38, yeah, point
38 and 30?
5. Hell yeah, man.
Well,
We some fools.
38.5 was a little more serious, and
It
we got down to
was,
business, but
but it was still good. It was still good.
yeah, it was about what I expected it to be.
Yeah.
So
So
y'all didn't let me down.
yeah, I really enjoyed that, man. Just getting ready for another drill weekend. I mean, that's what's best in life because
Mm-hmm.
I get to interact with the rest of the soldiers. You know, being AGR, dealing with just the same people every day, or I'm just by myself all day every day. So I get to kind of interact with more with my actual soldiers since I'm a squad leader now, and that's real good because since I got here, I haven't been able to meet any of my soldiers yet. So this will be my first time getting to meet some of my soldiers in person. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, we took a trip. I'm gonna let you elaborate more on the trip, but I got to see your punk ass, and you
I
know
know. I know.
the rest of our siblings, for all the
Yeah.
family and friends that's on Facebook. Y'all know where we were at. Y'all know what
Mm-hmm.
it was for. Like I said, I'm gonna let bro elaborate on that, but that was definitely was best in life.
Yeah.
It's always a good time when we get together, man.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that child support went down like a motherfucker, boy. I seen that paper. I was like, ah, shit. Yes.
That's from Tangy.
Yeah, we're almost to the finish line. I was so fucking excited. So that.
Oh man, see previous episode on child support.
Yeah, please. But with that, brother, that's what's best in life. How about you, man?
Oh man. So I'll start where you pretty much left off before the child support. We all took a trip down to or up to Indiana. We can say it. We like to keep it 100 around here. As we said, March 2020, we lost our father.
Yep.
It just so happens that September 11th is his birthday. So we took a trip to go hang out with his brothers and sisters, which, you know, he was all about that family. So thought it'd be good and celebrate his birthday and all that good stuff with a lot of laughing, a lot of drinking. And I decided that this will be the last time for real I try to record a damn thing when we get together. Because I didn't even take so much as a damn picture.
No, I ain't
no pictures to put on Instagram, no nothing.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, our sisters are a little better at that than us. So
Of course.
you know, so be it. But yes, I brought the GoPro, all that shit. It never came out. It's all good. I think I mentioned before, I'm starting to get interested in one bag travel because we're gonna take a lot of little weekend trips and shit, and you know, little shit like that. And so I bought a bag, a nice travel backpack that I can use every day. I was hoping the shit was gonna come in time for the trip.
No,
it showed up nice and bright on Tuesday. But it looks good. I'm excited about it. I think I definitely got what I paid for. So I purchased from them before, so definitely excited about that. I'll get to use it pretty soon, I think. So that's cool. Simone is killing it in school. They do these things for like good behavior at school and shit, and it's called Bright Spots. So she got like 2 or 3 of those this week. So she's been killing it, being a super student and all that shit.
That's right. That's right.
All Fowler family non-COVID related congestion is gone. So that is definitely a what's best because nobody's blowing noses. You know, the Kleenex can get a rest taking the trash out. There was nothing but Kleenex in some of the trash cans. So that's a what's best, man, whether some believe it or not. I was chopping it up with Jamal a little bit on Instagram. Messenger a little bit. Yeah, we talking about crypto and shit a little bit. So that's what's best. Trying some new stock shit. I had a couple epiphanies on some stock strategies I want to try. So far so good. I mean, it seems pretty lucrative. And yeah, I'm smoking a black owned cigar that's pretty good, and I can't be happier. So if I think of something else, I'll add it. If not, that's what's best in life.
So before we move on, man, how was your anniversary?
Fucking hell. Well, I didn't talk about it because last time we talked about it in the What's Best, because we didn't actually celebrate it on the day of because it was actually Labor Day and the kids were home. So we just kind of hung out, man. It's kind of crazy, man. I think our 10-year anniversary we spent at the NICU. The 11th year anniversary we spent in quarantine. And now the 12th, we just like casual shit. So we'll start once the world opens up again. We'll start doing shit because we used to go to like trips and shit on, So we'll get back there. But yes, we are 12 years in the game officially now. So, yep. And she stuck with my ass. That's right. She stuck with my ass. She ain't going nowhere. So neither am I. Like all the dumb shit. That's how you build legacies, man. Real shit.
She's definitely permanently in the family, man.
Yeah,
definitely permanently.
Yep, definitely. Yeah. So thank you, brother. You're welcome, I almost forgot. One more What's Best is before I went out of town, Mom was here.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, that was a good time, man.
Hey, Mama came here too. Hold on, I'm gonna let you finish it. Go ahead.
Here we go. So Mom came in town. She hung out. So initially, to go to Indiana, I was gonna ride the motorcycle because Dad rode motorcycles, so I wanted to ride my motorcycle up there. But that was gonna take too much time to ride up, hang out, ride back. So I just flew, make it quick, make it easy. But Mom came. She was gonna come help out with the kids. Since I didn't, she just got to hang out with the kids, see her grandchildren, see Kim and I. Although I know that once you have kids, no one cares about you. No. So I get that. But it was fun. Mom cooked. She cooked some salmon, some baked beans, some cauliflower casserole. And we did another smoked peach cobbler. Man, that thing's so good, man.
Yeah. And now that you mentioned it, Mama came here also.
Yeah.
Before she came there. It was an awesome time, man.
You had to say before 2 times, huh? That make you feel better?
Yes. So, it was an awesome time. She chilled, hung out with the kids, hung out with the puppy. We watched some good shows. We watched movies. Because Mama watched a good movie, man.
Yeah, we watched a couple movies too. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, just watching it. It's something about Mama laughing at something that makes everybody in the room automatically laugh sometimes. As soon as somebody like fall and bust their ass, Mama's just cracking up. Be like, me too. What the fuck? It wasn't even that funny.
But you're right though.
But it was a great time, man. Mama got some places she can come to whenever now. So it's definitely good. Always good. And,
definitely.
Sir.
That will officially conclude for the second time my What's Best in Life.
All right, man. So it's time to jump into the meat and potatoes, as I say.
Yes, sir. Man. Yes, sir.
We're gonna crank this off with I guess you could say some people call it controversial or whatever. A lot of times, and being that you fucking Scrooge McDuck, you know what I mean. I really want to know, how do you feel about giving family money?
I ain't giving anybody shit. Next topic.
That shit over with.
We done.
Come to the family reunion. You ain't invited.
Guess it's time for the cigar check-in. Let's go.
Damn.
No, but in all actuality, when I first started my professional career, at times I felt like I made more money than I actually did. So the thing that happens is you find yourself wanting to help when you can more sometimes than you should. And you be like, well, fuck, I can't pay my shit because I'm helping everybody out.
Right.
And so I have you to thank for the epiphany of that. So I know you won't mind if I share this story. I've shown.
Oh, man, I don't give a damn.
So years and years and years ago, before Casey got his life together, he was on my cell phone plan.
Hey, I had to get the ringtones, man. It just was popping, bro.
Don't even lie. That wasn't even it. And I'm gonna tell y'all what it was in just a second. So we get the plan, and I get the bill, and it's like $400 every month. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? So I'm like, all right. I'm like, hey man, back then it wasn't unlimited plans for everything. It was, nights and weekend minutes. Tells you how long that's been. So, it was to him. I don't know if you were deployed. Yeah.
I wasn't even in the army at that
You wasn't
point.
in the army. Yeah. Because I was like, we got to keep in contact with his kids. So I help him out with a phone and all that shit. No big deal. I get my little discount from work. It's easy peasy. Saw that bill 1 month. It was higher next month. It was still high as hell the next month. So every month I'm like, hey man, watch the shit, man. This bill is expensive. Lo and behold, I look at the shit. His ass is texted. Back when it wasn't a limited text. So again, it tells you how long ago this was, where, after that text allotment, it was 5 cents a text. And he was just blah, 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 blah.
Hey man, I was making moves, man. Damn it. I had moves, man. So and I couldn't make no more when that bitch got cut off.
Because of that. So I had an epiphany. I was sitting with a drink in my hand. I was like, you know what? Fuck that. I canceled it. And they were like, are you sure? Do you want to pay the cancellation fee? I was like, look at my bill for the last 3 months. It would be cheaper than paying the cancellation fee. So we canceled that shit. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to start giving money forever, is what I said at that point in time.
Sorry, family.
Yeah. So it's like, fuck all that shit. And then Steve Harvey said something that stuck with me, is he was like, whenever a family member asks for money, wait 2 weeks before you respond. Because usually whatever the crisis is, they can probably figure that shit out, which they usually do, because you don't want to create a situation where you become a crutch for them. Mm-hmm. So my approach to it all evolved over the years to where it's not just cut blank when you're giving shit. It's more or less, it's on my terms. So if I've decided to do it beforehand in a situation, I'll do it. No big deal. And it's also one of those things, be ready to give away, like, even if they're like, I give it back to you next week when I get paid, or next month when my check comes in, or whatever, 9 times out of 10, 5 times out of 10, I'll say, you know what, don't even worry about it. It's good. Use your money to do what you got to do, and we'll consider it a gift.
Appreciate it.
No. So, that's kind of where I'm at now. I'm not against it completely, but I'm very strategic about when I do it, because you don't want a situation where people are calling you every time, there's an issue, because if that happens, then they don't ever get their shit together. If they know Lamar's going to bail me out every time, he might fuss about it, but I know he's going to give it to me. You start to create a situation where, I think like Dave Ramsey puts it, is if you love them, you'll stop and you won't enable them anymore, and you'll kind of force them to start figuring shit out on their own. And case in point, what did you do? You figure shit out on your own. And I don't think I have ever given you money again. I don't think you've ever so much as even asked for money ever again. And that's been a long ass time.
And if there is something, it's like, oh, you're paying for the whole thing, but I give you my half.
Yeah, but that's not even loaning money. That's just splitting the bill.
Yeah.
So, I think so. So your textbook example of what they were saying is, let them figure that shit out, and they'll start to come to their senses. So that's kind of where I'm at now.
Okay.
And, I'm all with helping figure out a plan and help you figuring out how to budget your money, run your money right, do the best of what you got, instead of, oh, here's $500, here's $600, here's whatever to do whatever. And that's kind of my thoughts. What are your thoughts, man?
Well, first of all, PSA, I'm in the fucking army. I don't make no goddamn money. I don't know why people think people in the army got bread, because they make bad decisions and get these fancy ass cars, and they paying $800 a month for them, shit like that. So
why is it always a Charger?
It's always a goddamn Charger, man. And we ain't got no damn money. But as far as giving family money, for me it really, really depends on a couple of factors. First, is it a life or death situation? Because if it's a life or death situation, okay, I'm more willing to drop a couple of dollars here and there. Another one is, am I gonna get my shit back? Because I'm not gonna be 5 out of 10. I don't worry about it. Oh, fuck that. Where my money, bro? I need my shit. But I found, not me personally, but I've seen a lot of problems when it comes to actually loaning out big amounts of money with family. You know what I'm saying? So a big amount, I'm not doing that. I mean, if it's like $50, $40, some shit like that, all right, cool. If I know you're not working, you ain't trying to do shit for yourself, then no, I ain't giving you shit. I work hard for mine. I'm not gonna sit there and let you use my money and I'm using my money too. No, fuck that. No. Make better life decisions. Sorry, family, I love you. But no, instead of money, I like to give advice or solutions and give them, stories on where I was fucked up at. Because I mean, the cell phone is prime example. I was off the chain with that shit. I was like, I ain't gotta pay for this shit. I ain't gotta pay for this shit. And then one day, one day, pick up the phone.
I don't even think I told you. I was so pissed off.
You didn't tell me shit. Woo, woo, woo. Damn. The mama happened to come by to the house. And I was like, Mom, Lamar cut my phone off. I can't call nobody. I was trying to call in for work today, and now I got to go. I had to make phone calls at work because I ain't had no damn phone. But I was, getting older, I respect it because I mean, I was fucking up. And then that goes into another realm with children that we'll probably mention on another episode. But I mean, if it's life or death, I'll attempt to help them out financially. But sure. If it's just like you said, if I know it's something petty as fuck and I know they'll figure the shit out, no. And I don't do what a lot of people do. I ain't got it, or I spent my last $10.
Yep.
No, I ain't got it. Well, I did it the other day because that was actual fact. Like my spending money. Somebody asked for some bread, and I gave my last of the spending bread to the kids because you gotta have your separate funds, for spending bills. So I spent the last of my spending money on the kids.
I'm so proud.
Spent a lot of birds being shot here today. They're gonna call Peter. But and that was the only occasion where I was like, man, damn, I gave my last to one of the children, which was the actual fact. But I mean, if I got it and I'm just not gonna give it to you, no. A simple no. You can be mad if you want. You'll get mad and not call no more and ask for money. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, I remember I used to do that shit too. No, I ain't got it, or I just paid all my bills for the month. I started doing the same shit. No, I was like, no, I just don't loan money out as a rule. And yeah, I've had some folks pissed off. I still slept pretty good though.
And you know what they say? It's better to be pissed off than pissed on.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, but it is kind of funny though. When people think you got more money than, I mean, I don't really know how much money people think I have. I don't really care, but I feel like they think it's way more than I actually have.
Man, I've seen them Balenciagas at the airport, bro. Y'all hit them up, man. He walk around Balenciagas, bro.
How many fucking times have you called me Scrooge McDuck on this motherfucking show? So how many fucking times have you called me this shit? So you really think I would waste some money on some dumb fucking Balenciagas?
Hell no.
Shit. Hell no. That's a whole nother story for another. That shit pisses me off right there. I think every shoe I got is at least a year old right now. Yeah.
I bet, man. Somebody got to fight those monsters and shit there, Gerald.
As I've said before, I like to spend money on my leather boots.
Hey, man.
Yeah, all day. That's right. I can ride a motorcycle, go to the club, go to church, travel, stomp a mud hole, we go for a hike, take the kids to school, and they still last 5 to 10 years.
Fight Voldemort.
You damn right. You damn right.
Multi-purpose.
You damn right.
Multi-purpose.
That's right. But, do my damn Patronus spell and all that shit. Give Dobby a sock, all that shit.
You back?
Harry Potter references, man.
Never watched it, but I watched one of the movies. Not that.
I seen most. I seen them all. We kind of marathoned them. Yeah. And then we watched the what is it? Fantastic Beast or whatever the hell that shit is called. Not as good.
But let's bring it back.
Let's do that. Let's do that. So moral of the story. If you ever want to know the foul language perspective on giving money, go to YouTube and look up Mr. by the Fugees.
Yes.
And if you look it up and listen to it, or you already know it, hit us in the comments and let us know.
Please do.
Can I have a quarter, mister?
I might play that in the background on the next TikTok, y'all. You know, if y'all ain't heard it before.
So with that, everybody, that's how we stand. What do y'all think? That's what I want to know. What do you guys think about loaning people money or giving? I mean, because some people just like if I loan it, I'm giving it. So the hell with it. So what do you guys think about that shit?
Oh yeah, definitely put some in the comments. And while we're on the comments, real quick before we move on, shout out to everybody that's actually been, you know what I'm saying, really vocal in our comment box.
Oh hell
on YouTube, man. Like I'm loving it. You know what I mean? I'm really loving the dialogue, the back and forth, the opinions. Let's keep that going, man. I love that shit, man.
It's good. Although I haven't responded to some of the comments this week because, you know, shit's been going on. So
don't worry about it. That's what your little brother for, man. I jump in. I got you, man. I got you. Yeah.
Popeye arm having
that. Just wait. Episode 152. I'm gonna be like this, fuck around.
All right. Make sure as long as you pass the Army PT test, I'm good.
Yeah.
You went from
I'm gonna try my best, okay?
As always, I'm shopping for something. A lot of times I spend more time researching and shopping than I spend actually buying. But in the world of shopping for a new firearm, man, while at some point I know I will eventually have both, the question to me is always which one to get first. So I've been looking at it, and for my needs, they scratch a lot of the same itches. I've been looking at AR-15s, regardless of what you feel about AR-15s. At this point, I don't care. It's not really relevant, so whatever. And pistol carbines or carbines, wherever you are, you know, pecan, say it how you want to say it. I don't care. I think I say carbine, a carbine. I think you say carbine. So whatever. I've been looking at them because they kind of fit similar things. They have their pros and their cons. So as my resident closest to an expert that I get, that I can call at any fucking time of day, you really did wave like you're the next like I just kicked it over to you and you the next contestant at the game show.
Thanks, Tom.
I'll take stupid people for 500. All right. So what do you think, man? Pros, cons. What do you think? One, if somebody's in the market for both, what do you think they should consider, and which one would you recommend getting first?
Well, thank you, Lamar. So and compare and contrast, the first thing, most important thing with these type of rifles is home defense. Now, I personally prefer the pistol carbine for home defense. You know what I'm saying? It's, for one, it's smaller. You, in my opinion, you can maneuver better. You know what I'm saying? Your barrel is not like wide as fuck, so you ain't gotta like swing it all the way around. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta pull that bitch up, you just boom, pop, 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 pop. Decent rate of fire. You know what I mean? It's made for those targets that's not 300 plus fucking miles.
Right.
I mean meters away. So I really favor that in terms of home defense. Now, if you're just a competitive shooter, if you will, the AR and competitive shooting, in my opinion, will be better. I haven't did any competitive shooting yet, which I really can't wait to get into. But if you're doing competitive shooting or just, you know, you like long distance shooting and you're preparing for the zombie apocalypse or the race wars or whatever, you know what I'm saying? then go with that. I mean, as far as magazine capacity, They're relatively the same. You can get extended mags, which the problem with extended mags versus getting your standard 30 round mag for an AR is a lot of these fucking extended mags, they'll jam up. They're
Mhm.
shitty mags. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They deteriorate and break down like way quicker than your standard 30, 45 round mag for an AR. So my personal preference of I honestly think the pistol carbine is more carbine, whatever the fuck.
Whatever.
It's
Pick one, roll with it.
it's really fun to shoot. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I actually personally have one. I know you guys. I told y'all I don't talk about everything I got, but this is one of them. I personally have one and actually shot it for the first time a couple weeks ago, and I went through about 200 rounds on that bitch. Man, that shit was so fucking
Mhm.
fun to fucking shoot, man. Zeroed it in. The recoil is not as bad compared to the ARs. The butt stocks vary just a little bit, but you get way less recoil from pistol carbine. So we're going AR versus pistol carbine, bro. I'm picking pistol carbine all the way. How about you, man? What you think? Because I know you're looking at both of them.
Yeah. So you know me. If there's a purchase and I'm comparing, I'm doing some research.
Mm-hmm.
So for the AR, you got, you know, more firepower. You've got more everything basically. Um there's tons of parts out there. There's tons of accessories. You'll never have to worry about that. Um it's just the best kind of do it all. Like if I ever get out to Arkansas and get hunting, you can hunt, home defense, take it to the range and have a ball, you know, everything with it. You can kind of do it all.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that's the beauty of one of those. Um, there's a moth that has entered the chat. He's gone. Um, so I mean that's kind of my thinking on an AR. For a pistol carbine, I mean one of the big things though is if you already have a 9 mil. I mean they shoot pistol caliber. So if you've got a 9 mil and you've got a 9 mil caliber pistol carbine, you can shoot the same shit. Especially if you know you have one that takes Glock mags and you've got a Glock. Wow, you know you cooking with gas right now,
Yep.
and
Yep.
you can get like all like you said all the mags you want, all you know any capacity you want, and I mean and I know you know you're sacrificing some capacity. I mean some power, but again, if you're thinking home defense, your average range day, and in some respects, I mean, cost is kind of irrelevant because depending on what you're looking at, the cost is in a lot of cases about the same.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go pick this one versus this one and find a cheaper AR that's cheaper than a carbine, or a cheaper carbine that's cheaper than an AR and whatever. But on average, I'll say, I mean, the price is kind of a negligible factor in this particular discussion. I mean, and I think for me, you know, the carbine, like you said, it's small. You can make it a good truck gun. I've seen like people do builds where they can fit that bitch in a backpack and just roll.
Mm-hmm. And
And if
that's what mine was.
yeah, and so you know if you out and about in the middle of nowhere, you got that second source. You know you've got a backpack that'll work for that. Or if you know if you're out hunting or whatever, it's not as heavy. But again, I don't know many people hunt with pistol carbines though.
I don't think
I
so.
don't I don't I don't think that happens. So I mean that's the kind of thing that I'm thinking of. And then I've always heard that ARs are loud by comparison.
They are louder.
And so I mean there's also that if you're thinking home defense. And again, like you mentioned the distance. In most cases, a home defense situation, you're not going to be at those far
Nah.
distances because then it's no longer home defense. But you know, depending on you what you believe on the current state of the world and the future state of the world, it may alter your choices a little bit. But 9 mil to me is a more available round than your 5.56s and everything else that you're going to use for your AR. So
Mm-mm.
I mean that's kind of my thinking right now. I'm thinking pistol carbine first, AR next, or pistol carbine first, pistol carbine second,
Could be first and second.
AR third.
Yeah, because I think I'm gonna actually build me a pistol carbine, man. After talking to Nikki, shout out to her because she actually gave me the idea because I've been wanting a fucking MP5 since like forever. So I'm actually gonna look into, you know what I'm saying?
You and everybody else, man. I priced one like 2 weeks ago.
Man, them shit's high as fuck, bro. Like, but the parts are not. Like Nikki said, the parts are not. So I think I'm gonna, you know, how people do when they doing builds on their cars and shit like that. I'm probably gonna start buying piece at a time, and eventually it's a good hobby for me. I like shooting. I like working on shit. So I think that's right. People do paper airplanes. I mean, model airplanes and cars and shit. I'm gonna build weapons.
I mean, I told you, man, to go to like a gunsmith school, man.
I want to, man. Eventually, I might just do that still. I don't know yet. But
I mean, that'd be a good little hunk of change for you. But yeah. So I mean, that's kind of me. So like I said, I mean, I think we're kind of on the same page with it. Money not being a factor. If that were the case, you just get one of each and keep rolling. But you know, got kids, got responsibilities. I think for the most part, I think for right now we've decided pistol carbine might be the way for right now.
Indeed. Put together, you can come shoot mine, man. Really see.
Yeah. And we'll probably see you sooner rather than later, I'd imagine. You know, like I said, one bag travel, man. I'm like, fuck it, let's go. It's a long weekend. Let's do something. Shit. So so you guys let us know in the comments for anybody who's in the firearms out there. If you're like, you should get neither. If you say get nothing, go ahead and dislike now. You can go. But if you have an opinion one way or the other and some thought behind it, I'd love to hear. I mean, I'm like I said, like you said earlier in the comments, I mean, I'm loving, I mean, like the tips on the using the cedar spill, definitely came in clutch, man. So
especially those weapon enthusiasts. I'm one also, but I know there's guys that really, 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 really know their shit. You know what I'm saying? I love to hear from them.
Yeah, see, my problem is, you know, and I don't know if it's a thing, but you know, I can't, like, you know, some people that are firearm enthusiasts, that's all they're into, you know. They've got like 50,000 holsters, 8,000 pistols, 3 safes. I mean, and I get it, I appreciate it, I like it, but you know, money being a finite thing, it's family shit, travel shit, motorcycle shit, cigar shit, screwed shit. You know,
Dewey and Louie, goddammit.
I mean, you can only spend so much. I mean, so I mean, I've got parts and shit that I got to put on my motorcycles and some shit. So I mean, and I think, and there's still more cigars I want to buy. Like, I want to get a box of Placencias like now. And Black Lion's not making it easy running the promotion this month.
Yeah, seen that.
Yeah, so
I was like, ooh.
Yeah, so yeah, I might have a box of those soon, but that's another story for another day. So yeah, so definitely want to hear from everybody in the comments about what you guys think on different firearm choices. And hey, I'd even be cool with a curveball. I mean, because I know they caliber pistol carbines in 22, 9mm, and 45. So if there's a particular one that you have that you like, let us know in the comments. I'll check it out.
You like the 22?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of getting first, and then I think it'll go to Kim.
Yeah, that's just fun.
Yeah, and then I think I get 1 or 2 or 3 for me, and then we'll go from there.
You see that family? He got monies.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, we're talking over a few years time frame, man.
He got monies. He gonna go speak with Pablo and then get hooked right on.
No, man, I am not going in there. Let me get all of your best firearms, please.
And all your mags to go with it.
No, not at all. Again, I don't know what you think I make. I don't make that.
Yeah, shit, I know mine, man. That shit didn't even come with the mags. Like, every weapon I've bought has always came with a mag or two. But this was the first one that I had to actually order my mag separately, which I went with Magpul. Magpul is I'm not plugging for Magpul, maybe I am, but those are some really, really good mags in my.
I mean, from what I've been reading, if you're not gonna go OEM, that's probably a safe bet. They're probably about as close to OEM as you're gonna get. I'm kind of looking at a Canic too, man. It's the problem is what to get first, because I want a revolver too, or two revolvers. So it's one of those things. It's like
every dad needs a revolver.
What do you get first, man? I mean, that's the tricky thing. Like, I want like all the things, and it's trying to prioritize and figure out what you get once. Maybe I do some YouTube research and then talking about how to build your arsenal or some shit. I'm sure there's some preppers or some EDCers out there that's got like
just go out there and do it, bro.
I mean, I have some, so I mean, I'll probably be on step 2, 3, or 4. So I need to figure it out, because I mean, shotguns. I like shotguns. I like all the things, man. I mean, it's fun. It's fun to shoot. It's a challenge to shoot, and I appreciate the challenge. And then I'm an engineer, so I mean, I like the mechanical aspect. I'm sorry. So I'm not laughing randomly. Casey sent me a text message. We have this long thing about why he hates engineers, and I was just thinking about that today.
Every mechanic in the military hates fucking engineers.
Sorry. So I like the engineering aspect of a firearm, man. You know, different parameters, different specs. You know, like you may get a jam with this grain of ammo versus you won't get a jam with this grain of ammo or brand. I just like the challenge of it all, man, or the science of it all. So that's why one of my favorite anime right now was Dr. Stone. So, you know, science, engineering, shit. So yeah, I'm a nerd, proud of it. That's okay.
Hey, embrace your truth.
Oh, you know it. You better believe it.
All right, man. So we had a few segments talking about our good Christian folk. Shout out to the ones that's actually living the word every day and actually going about it as best they can. Shout out to y'all, first of all. I ain't mad at that shit at all. Shout out to people who don't believe in it at all. Shout out to y'all too. But this particular topic is the ones who look like they live it, claim they live it, you know, the hypocritical Christians, you know what I'm saying? The them folks. So being that you're an avid church member and everything like that, what do you think about these hypocritical?
So, like with everything, I mean, there's levels to being hypocritical. You know what I mean? And like I thought about it for a while myself, because you know, I smoke cigars, I drink whiskey, I enjoy my whiskey, and some would consider that hypocritical. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I mean, because what do they say? Don't smoke, don't chew, don't do what other sinners do. Or it's something along those lines. And for me, I realize I'm not perfect, first of all, and it ain't my place to judge anybody. So once I start with that basis, it then frames everything else for me. For me, again, like taking the alcohol, for example, there's nothing against drinking. I mean, if you read the Bible, the first miracle was turning water into wine. And the issue is getting drunk. You've never seen me on Fowl Language slurring my words and all that. I just appreciate a good libation. You know what I mean? Indeed. So, I mean, and that's what it's all about. I mean, to me, whiskey and cigars, I appreciate coffee, good food. You know what I'm saying? It's all in that same realm of appreciating the nuance of things. And when you look at it from that perspective, I'm not trying to drink to get. I thought about talking with Dad one time. Remember we were drinking the whiskey at my house that time, and we talked about our different approaches to whiskey and stuff. I just thought about, yeah.
I drink to get fucked up. Me too, Dad. Me too.
So, I mean, from that perspective, I mean, it's if you know somebody looks at me and it's like, how can you believe to be what you are, but you on here drinking, smoking, and cussing? Well, I ain't perfect, nor do I claim to be, nor will I judge you for all the faults that you have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I mean, I think that's the key. Once you realize that nobody is perfect, and if you follow like the teachings of Jesus and understand, you know, like you shouldn't be judging. You're not perfect. You know, who are you to criticize anybody? who are you to pass judgment on the things that somebody does? Because we all fall short.
Yeah.
And I mean, once you take that, what should happen is the holier than thou approach goes away. But that's not always what happens. I mean, because like you've talked about it all the time. You get those people that will cuss you out on Saturday and be crying in front of the church on Sunday. Mm-hmm. Come to church smelling like liquor, but at altar call and don't follow any of the rules. Put $3 in the collection plate, knowing you make $200,000 a year. You know what I mean? It's those things. And so I think for me, the big issue is the judgment that happens. You know what I'm saying? Because you see me throwing my hands up, not me personally, but because a person, you see them throwing their hands up, speaking in tongues, crying, all this other stuff. They're performing, if you will, what should be performed, and that makes them better. Or they're serving on every committee, and they're seen, and they're on the church website, and all this other stuff, and that gives them this air that they're holier than you, or more Christian than you, or more saved than you, or whatever the case may be. But none of that really matters. It's what you believe and who you are. You know what I mean? And I mean, that's kind of what it boils down to. And based on those things, that dictates what you do, how you treat people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't claim to be a Christian and treat people like trash. You know what I mean? You can't claim to be a Christian and be racist. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I mean, and that's kind of the thing that, like, a lot of people argue that, the Bible is a tool to subjugate and all that stuff. I can see where the interpretation comes from that, but when you read it for yourself, it's really about loving and treating people right, man. I mean, and that's it. I mean, loving the Lord, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, and it's really is that simple. I mean, just because it's simple is not easy, but it's that simple. And it ain't my place to judge what anybody does. I mean, a lot of times I don't care, but it's not my place to judge. And I mean, I think that's, to me, like I said before, what gets people in trouble is they don't see what they do, but they want to judge what everybody else does. And that right there, to me, is the big issue. What do you think? My cigar probably went out.
Everything you thought, I thought, so it's over. I've got nothing. No,
this could have been a 3-minute episode, man.
But
we ain't giving no money.
Nope.
Buy a pistol carbine and stop judging people.
Everything you said. But yeah, the judging is really a big thing for me as far as these Christians go. Also, like you said, the performing. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be the shut up Honda face ass. You ain't got to do all that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be the leader of the prayer group, and Sister Jenkins thinks she gonna take my spot saying an announcement. She got me fucked up. I mean, excuse me, Lord. You know what I'm saying?
You're right, though. I mean, that happens.
But those type of people. But you know what I'm saying? Praise Jesus. Praise Jesus. Thank you, God, for this blunt I'm about to roll up. Thank you, Jesus, for this meth I'm about to smoke. I mean, come on.
Not the math.
Let's just be real about it.
You had me with the blunt, because I mean, I am not against marijuana at all. But meth, we got to talk about. But go ahead.
And the main hypocrites that get me, and which kind of got me out of going to church in the first place and started thinking my own path, as you will, is the pastors, man. Like, you can't do a sermon talking about, honor thy wife and shit, but you complimenting Sister Jenkins in the front pew with the dress she got on or some shit like that, or her nice hat or something. And then next day, Sister Jenkins is the new first lady, and it's only been 2 weeks. Like, the fuck you got going on?
Fair enough. I mean, but there's there's a way as a man to give a woman a compliment and not come off as pervy. You know what I mean?
Which is true.
I mean, because
the pervy ones are the ones I'm talking about.
And right. And that's the thing. I mean, but at the same time, I mean, it's, again, the judgment. So, but go on.
And just the whole that you got the pastor got a mistress and all this other stuff, and then just the straight lying, like the one pastor was like, you know what I'm saying, if you let me eat your vagina, you'll get a ticket to heaven or some shit like that. And I think it was a female that was doing a female pastor that was doing something similar.
Said that her stuff was the way.
Yeah. And
yeah,
people will fall into that trap. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say they're brainwashed because of their religion, but however, I mean, come on, guys, come on, like. You can't be one way on Saturday and be the same way on Sunday, and then the gossiping. Oh my God! Like you're if you good Christian folk supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? You can't smile in Sister Jenkins' face and like, ooh, you seen what she had on? You seen her shoes? How you know Sister Jenkins ain't out there struggling and need help from one of her fellow fucking Christian folks while you sitting there casting judgment and gossiping and ridiculing and all that other shit? But you're the first one to want to stand up and read out the Bible or whatever when it's time to read and lead the church choir and know every song and just yes, pastor, yes, and all that shit. Sit your ass down. But yeah, man, the hypocrites, I mean, like you said, be who, you're gonna be who you are. Everybody's not perfect. Of course you're not perfect. Even Jesus probably had his faults. Because he was an actual man. I mean, I'm pretty sure he fucked up somewhere along the way. And everybody in the Bible, because I've read the Bible front to back. Every single person in the Bible has had their mistakes, their sins, their this, their that. But in later books, you see how they overcame it and wasn't judged. Jesus didn't judge them. The Lord didn't judge them based off of some certain mistakes they made. And that's something else that the hypocritical Christians do. You make a simple mistake, like what I'm saying. Sorry, Miss Prince, but like the Jehovah's Witness religion, I think the Catholics are the same way. As soon as you make that one mistake, you're disfellowshipped, you're kicked out for a while. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the word. That's going against it. That's being a hypocrite. You can't.
I mean, because if you follow Jesus, I mean, he hung out with he was there with the tax collectors and the unsavories that you would consider.
Yeah, he was out there. He was in the trap. Sorry, you hardcore Christian.
I almost burned my finger.
Sorry, hardcore Christian folks. It's just jokes. I believe in a higher power too. I'm not a Christian or anything, but I do believe in a higher power. And it's basically that, man. They, like you said, they gotta stop judging folks and stop perceiving yourself as perfect because you show up to every Sunday school, Sunday regular church service, Bible study, bake sales. You're there for all that with your big hats and shit on, and you know what I'm saying. And that's just the females. Now the males, you know what I'm saying. The pervy males don't give the church hug. You know what I'm saying. Come here, Sister Jenkins. Oh. No.
It's always Sister Jenkins for you. It's a fine Sister Jenkins somewhere out there. Oh man.
You're like, oh man, Sister Jenkins. Oh man, come on. Come here. Give me a hug. Bless you. And then you give her a slight little rub on the booty or something. Cut some shit out. You ain't supposed to be doing that. Oh, God bless you, Sister Jenkins.
That's assault.
No, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, the moral of the story is for me is like you said, bro, everybody's not perfect. However, be you. And if you're around fellow Christians or just very spiritual people who really believe in a higher power, they'll accept you for who you are and how you are. You don't have to be something that you're not. So stop going in there on these Sundays to church trying to be somebody that you're not. I ain't saying going that bitch smelling like some 211 and a fucking fifth of fucking weed when you walk in that bitch. Save it for after. You know what I'm saying? Save it for when you leave.
211 though.
Save it for when you leave, but be yourself.
Yeah.
And don't put these pastors on such a high fucking pedestal like they are Jesus, because they're not. They make mistakes too. Don't judge them either. Even though I was a little judgmental when he was talking about Sister Jenkins, but I'm a fucking heathen. What can I say?
Wow.
I'm a goddamn pagan. See?
Right. That is right there.
Oh my God,
that is right there.
But yeah, man, that's really all I got, man. We gotta love each other, man. It goes beyond racism and classism and all that other shit. I mean, the churches play a role and all that too, and it needs to stop.
I mean, so again, like I've been saying, like you said, the judgment. It's one thing to be judging somebody, but then there's the other thing to, lovingly pull somebody aside and let them know they're doing wrong. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like if you know Brother Earl is sleeping with Sister Jenkins, you need to pull them aside and be like, you're wrong, right?
Yep.
Not, hey, since I know, what about me? You know what I'm saying? Don't that
Can I get next? I know Earl didn't already get.
Right. So, I mean, that's my thing. I mean, nobody's perfect. Mm-hmm. You can help people, but it's not your place to judge them. Meet them exactly where they are and help them where they are and help them grow. Oh, yeah. Whatever that means for you. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the key. I mean, the thing that kills me, though, is people will take like segments out the Bible and pieces and stuff to use it for control. And that's the scary part. And that's where, like, those situations where the pastor was like, the unmarried women have to sleep with me to get to heaven, or whatever the case, or whatever he said. I don't remember the exact. And because there's been multiple of that. Read your Bible. That ain't in nowhere. or the woman that said her stuff was the way. I ain't read that nowhere. I ain't found that yet. I mean, don't judge. Read for yourself. Understand for yourself. Realize that everybody's a person. Everybody makes mistakes. Mm-hmm. You can learn from everybody, and just go from there. I mean, we've been to churches where kind of that same thing, where it was like, this ain't right. This ain't it. And come to find out, it was one of the bigger churches in the area. And later on, you find out that the pastor had an affair. And it's like, okay, not judging for the affair, because it does happen. Mm-hmm. I mean, not forgiving it. I mean, not forgiving the wrong word, not making an excuse for it, but I don't hold them to some like they're perfect and can't make mistakes. But you can't be like,
sometimes First Lady can't make them sugar cookies like Miss Jenkins, bro. I mean,
all right, everybody in the comments, find a Miss Jenkins from a church and post a picture on Instagram. Tag Fowl Language Podcast, please. Because I need to see who this Miss Jenkins is for research purposes, of course.
No.
Because Kevin has mentioned Miss Jenkins like 17 times. So, like I said, don't judge. Love people. Meet them where they are. Help them when you can. If you see that they ain't doing something they shouldn't be doing, help them out, but help them in love. Don't help them in, oh, I'm better than you. You know what I'm saying? Like if you see somebody struggling in debt, don't be like, oh, because I don't have any debt. You're a terrible human being. You should, you know what I'm saying? Teach them about budget. Talk to them about that shit. Meet them where they are. I mean, that's what it's really all about. I mean, helping people become better and the best version of themselves that they can be. I mean, and that's really what it boils down to. And
if people where they are,
if we stop all that judging and, because it's what I believe, it must be right. And because everybody around me believes the same thing, it also must be right. If you're in that situation, that's called an echo chamber. And you need to find people to disagree with you and challenge your beliefs. I mean, we go back and forth all the time about, what you believe versus what I believe. And it's not even about, I'm judging you for what you believe. You judge me for what I believe. It's let's have a dialogue and let's talk.
And we both take something from it.
Yeah. And that's what it's all about. And that's how people should be, man. It's simpler that way. It's easier that way. And the way it should be. But with Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, on all those things. Discord, Telegraph, what's all the other ones? It makes it hard. So difficult out there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
my goal is just to get 20 acres, grow our vegetables, have a small farm maybe.
Hey, bro, can I live next door? You gonna
You
let your
sure
boy
can.
get some turnips, cuz?
Long as you work. If you don't work, you don't eat. But I'm good with it, man. I mean, like you heard about that family in Georgia. We talked about it before. They bought 97 acres. I mean, I kind of like that idea, man. Like, let's get some acreage and let's not tell anybody, first of all. And I don't want to be on the news about it. And let's just do it. Let's just grow on it. Let's just live on it. Let's get our ATVs. Let's get our shooting range in the back. And let's have some fun.
That sounds like a good dream right there.
That's kind of my goal, man.
Yep, I'm with it. You got room for the other Fowler family. We will be your next door neighbors.
There we go. We'll talk about that some other time because I had thoughts on.
I
had thoughts on that, man. A little community or something, but fun times.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because you can get a tiny house for like 20 grand and just put it there.
Yeah, that'd be so much fun.
Make a little cul-de-sac. Never, we going off topic. Sorry.
So your ass got excited too.
Hey, that's my goal, man. I always talk about I got Kim saying we want a compound. We either gonna get a compound or we gonna move out the country. It's one of those two.
I like the compound.
Yeah. So with that, I don't have a segue. I don't have a tie-in. I don't have a call to action in the comments. Again, stop judging people. That's all I got on that one.
All right, guys. Hey, man. Guess who's back for the next cigar check-in? I get to do it again. So, hey, man, how's your smoke? How did you drink? You know what I'm saying? How's your accessories, bro? I get excited over the simplest shit.
It's the little things. Doing great, man. Doing great. Definitely enjoying this. Make sure I get it right. The white label, the couture. I would get more of these. So definitely feeling this one. So when you try the ones I gave you, let me know what you think about those. I'm interested to see. Because man, it was hard trying to figure out because I knew I wanted to share. Mm-hmm. But it was like trying to figure out which one of your kids you want to let go to summer camp or some shit. Mm-hmm. I don't know. So I was like, do I give him this one? No.
What, they both can't, all the kids can go to summer camp?
Not this time.
Hey.
No.
Ain't none of them going.
None of them going. So,
I'm going to try one next weekend. I'm going to do one next weekend.
Yeah. So, definitely feeling the bow ties. The one I had trouble with, since we won't be recording after this, I'll have time to see what's going on with that if I can relight that and keep going. But we'll see. So definitely impressed. Definitely like this one. Definitely we get these again. So how about you? Oh, sorry. Talked too much about the cigar. The whiskey's good. It's one of those whiskeys that it's good. It just doesn't stand out. I like it. I would drink it again. But it's not like, oh, got to get some more of that. Like right now, Forester, Breckenridge. Trying to think of what else. Those are like, go ahead, you would do it. Go ahead.
That Dickel, man. You know you like to Dickel. Gotta have you some Dickel, man. That was the last time, guys. I ain't gonna mention Dickel no more. I just had one time.
Until next week when I bring it back out. I was gonna bring the Forester out that I had left over that I found in Indiana.
Yeah.
But it ain't enough of that. It wouldn't have made it through. So yeah, I finished that on my own. Or put some in the infinity bottle and call it a day. So now, how was your cigar? Because we already know about your crown.
Yeah, shit gone. The crown too. No, the cigars is, I guess I want to say, really kind of balanced. I don't know if that's a cigar term in a cigar world, but it's a really balanced cigar, man. Not too strong, not too light. Got a good look, got some good smoke off of it. You know, I like the abundance of smoke when I'm smoking my cigars, man. It did get a little peppery there at the end of it, but maybe I just needed some juice. Your
3-year-old, get your ass a sippy cup.
But all in all, it was a really good cigar, man. It burned great. It was a more faster cigar, which was good, especially for a night like this when I really didn't have all night tonight.
Yeah.
And I would definitely smoke that again. That's one I could just smoke and chill real quick, or read a book, or I don't know, hold my dick or something. I don't know.
I mean, whatever you do to get through the day, man, that's your business.
But yeah, man, it was a really good cigar. I was impressed.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it out next week. I got a couple meetings next week, so I'll try it out.
That Dallas Life Circle. What are they called again? What's the name of it? Dallas what?
Dallas Leaf.
Dallas Leaf. Yeah, Dallas Leaf. Shout out to y'all, man. Send me their stuff, man. I'm gonna cop some stuff from them probably.
Okay.
When I get some room, because I'm gonna have a video like you after a while. These shits keep coming in, man. Quick one. Put these here because motherfucker run out of room.
Yep.
But yeah, man, that's how mine's rolling, man. So
good.
Another good night of accessories.
Good time. Yeah, I think I might try the Dallas Leaf out tomorrow, man. You got me curious.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it.
Cool. All right, man. You have anything else for the people?
As usual, y'all continue to like, share, subscribe, comment to the Fowl Language Podcast and the Melanin Words Podcast. Shout out to everybody that's been on there, man. The UK is really heavy on that same episode, man. 1.2K, bro. 1.2K.
That's good, man. That's good.
Still rolling. But don't judge, folks. And yeah. Y'all stay safe out there because COVID's still a thing and the world is crazier than ever.
So everybody, I don't have a quote tonight, but Kim and I, my lovely wife, we were talking about something earlier today, and we realized that people aren't considerate a lot. I mean, they're as a whole, you don't see people being considerate of other people. I mean, like arguing about like mask versus no mask, shot versus no shot. You know what I'm saying? Everything else we arguing about, Democrat, Republican. Pick your argument. I mean, people believe what they believe. They think what they believe for. They think what they think for a reason. And I think if you approach those conversations with compassion and understanding and be willing to discuss with somebody who believes something different than you, you'll go so much further than, oh, I believe this, you believe that. Clearly because I believe it, I'm right, and clearly because you believe that, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Stop approaching it from those vantage points and go from understanding and try to understand why they believe what they believe, why they think what they think, why they act the way they do. And a lot of the struggles and a lot of the trouble that we have every day, they would be reduced. I mean, and that's all I really got. No quote, but just be compassionate of other people, be understanding of other people. Because at the end of the day, most people really just want to, be comfortable and live a good life. That's really what most people want. There are assholes out there, but most people just want to live a good life. And just remember that. And if you ain't got nothing else, like I always say, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we out. Episode 39.
Perfect.